You want me to wear a see-through shirt? Gladly. When I was 15, I started working for a particular clown who owns a fast food restaurant. When I first started working, the manager assumed I was 16 and I was given a red polo shirt to wear. During my shifts, there was a hierarchy to the shirts at this restaurant. White was for anyone 15 and younger. You got a red shirt once you were 16 or over. Black shirts were for crew trainers. And the full button-down shirts were for managers. All of the shirts were made of a decent fabric except for the white shirt, which was very thin and practically see-through. About a month after I started working there, the manager called me into her office and asked why I had lied to her about my age. I told her I had never once said to her that I was only 15, so I never really lied about it. She told me I had to hand in my red shirt and exchange it for a white one, which I did. I wore the white one for about a week, and that's when I noticed after the first wash the fabric became even thinner and the shirt was practically see-through. As a heavy-set individual, if I were not wearing an undershirt, you would have seen all of my hairy manly glory underneath this sorry excuse for a shirt. I asked, since I had already been wearing a red shirt for a month, and the shirt colors really don't mean much, could I get my old red shirt back? I was told that it was company policy to follow the shirt rules, and I was denied my old red shirt. Cue the MC. There was a rule stating I had to wear my see-through company-issued shirt for all my shifts. There was no rule stating what I had to wear underneath. My dad had recently returned from Mexico and had brought me the most touristy shirt from his trip. There were 4 panels on this shirt. The first had a worm and a shot that said 1 tequila. The second, the same worm. Second shot, much drunker, and said 2 tequila. The third, the same worm. Third shot, very drunk, and said 3 tequila. And as I'm sure you have deduced, the fourth as the worm passed out and it says floor. I decided this was the perfect undershirt for a 15-year-old register worker at the clown to wear underneath his see-through shirt. I wore it for one shift before the manager came up to me. She told me how much she didn't appreciate the fact that I wore such a vulgar shirt underneath my work uniform. I politely told her nobody would know what I was wearing underneath my company-issued work shirt if they weren't see-through. When I went to clock out that day, they had a brand new unused red polo shirt just waiting for me. I was told to wear the red shirt from that point forward and to turn in my white shirts. Bravo! No one got harmed, no one got insulted, and an important point was made. Love to see it. I'll admit, when I started reading, I assumed the post was from a girl, which would of course gone in a completely different direction. Edit. Okay, I guess the same direction, but would have take a somewhat different path to get there. I can shed some light on the different colors, though it doesn't excuse the shitty quality material, of course. I used to work at a KFC, and for a while we had a similar system. The reason being, 15-year-olds and younger couldn't use certain equipment and couldn't work after a certain time due to local child labor laws. We used to get random audits. Sear, rock, and the auditors had no way of knowing who was underage until after they did all the paperwork. Auditing and shitty managers that had under 15s using equipment would have them work up until the paperwork auditing, then send them home so they didn't get counted as staff on shift and picked up for doing the wrong thing. The color shirts were implemented in our area as a test and didn't end up working for a completely different reason. Didn't match the corporate identity. But it was very effective for the audits and managers from other stores covering shifts, area manager visits, etc. You gotta thank your dad for his excellent taste in shirts.
Well done.
Wait, On Star Trek, the crew member wearing the red shirt was always the first to die. I liked this one. It's kinda sus that this place had a rule that children had to wear see-through clothes. Like, obviously that wasn't the rule, but who made the rule and who bought the shirts? Oh. Souvenir t-shirts. My parents made a habit of getting me the raunchiest ones they could when they went places. And it became a game to see how far I could push them at school. The black one with the glow-in-the-dark skeletons in a variety of sexual positions was a perennial favorite among my friends. Vulgar. Lol. Has that manager even seen the shit they sell at beaches? That shirt was damn tame. Great story. Funny how rigid company policy can suddenly become so flexible sometimes. Well played, well played. I used to work some baking shifts at Tim Hortons and my manager tried to force me to change into the baker's whites one day. Even though I hadn't known I would be baking that day, so I hadn't worn an undershirt. She said it would be fine, but I flat out refused. I'm surprised I didn't get written up for my refusal because she was pissed. But I was not about to work a shift with my bright blue bra on display for everyone. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, more 5 tequila, 6 tequila, 7 tequila, floor. So I think your shirt choice was awesome. But a strong second place would have been a shirt that had something like "Where All the MILFs At?" with appropriate artwork. My hairy manly glory, wonderful smiley face. Sorry, but you never want to be the crew member wearing a red shirt. Only outcome. So back in my day when I worked for the clown, you would have been wearing a green polo. I can't remember where the age divide was for the green and red shirts back then. Silly corporate American power control. It's not about end results. Or even profits, it's always about control. Large busted woman. Wash cars. They gave us some white shirts once. I told them there was no way I was going to enact a wet t-shirt contest at work. They let me go back to wearing the black shirts.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.